All right, what's up, familia? Welcome outside where it's sunny, but it is cold. You see these bars at the end of every tractor trailer. I know there's not a lot of tractor trailers here today, but every trailer is required to have one of these. How does this connect with Hollywood, tragedy, and Playboy? Well, let's go ahead and let's get into the history of this bar. Let's do this. Her name is Vera Jane Palmer, born April 19th, 1933. Now, already I'm sure some of you guys are saying, what the heck does this have to do with trucking and that bar that's in the back of the trailer? Isn't that bar just used for a step to get into the trailer? Well, yes. Actually, a lot of drivers do use that bar as a step to get up into the trailer. But let's get to the history on how this bar ended up there in the back of the trailer. So just bear with me. Jane Palmer, better known as Jane Mansfield, named after her third husband, Paul Mansfield, was an actress, singer, Playboy playmate, and Hollywood's blonde bombshell in the 1950s and 60s. But don't let that fool you. She had a high IQ, spoke multiple languages, knew how to play the violin and the piano, so there was definitely something there. Definitely a sex symbol in Hollywood, and also gaining the reputation of Hollywood's smartest dumb blonde. Jane Mansfield trauma started when she was just 3 years old, seeing her father collapse and pass away right in front of her, leaving her traumatized with some deep wounds for many, many years to come. While Jane made her way out to Hollywood and was finding success, her life was anything but perfect. Yes, it's true. By the age of 33, she had been married and divorced 3 times. In one of those years, she got divorced and married in the same year. By the age of 33, she had 5 kids from 4 different men. One of those men, you could say it was an affair because legally she actually still was married, having this affair with another man. And she actually birthed a child from that man, which revealed later on. But we'll get to that child in just a minute. By the mid 1960s, her star power started to fade. Still wanting to keep up her lavish lifestyle, she turned to entertainment at clubs. After her divorce to Paul Mansfield, she started dating Sam Brody, which was also her divorce attorney. Stick with me here. This is all going to connect back to trucking, I promise. On June 29th, 1967, after performing at a club in Biloxi, Mississippi, Jane was scheduled to be in New Orleans, Louisiana the next day. So Jane, Sam Brody, and 20-year-old Ronnie Harrison, who was the driver of the 1966 Buick Electra, headed off to Louisiana along with Jane's 3 kids. Now, Jane and Sam Brody were in the back seat, but after stopping at a Texaco gas station, they went ahead and they switched with the 3 kids in front, putting the 3 kids in the back seat while Jane and Brody sat front seat with Rodney Harrison. So what the heck does all this have to do with trucking? Let's get to it. Traveling in the middle of the night down US Highway 90 in Louisiana, they smashed into the back of a Johnson truck, which it had been estimated that the Johnson truck had slowed down to about 35 miles per hour due to a truck in front of him. Now, depending on what you read, hear, and see, you're going to go ahead and find a little bit of different reports. One is going to say that it was all fogged up because the truck was spraying and visibility was really, really bad at that time, which is why the truck, Johnson truck that is, decided to slow down. Then another report, which I believe was the officer that was in charge of the accident scene, said no, the truck was not actually spraying, but visibility was really, really bad. Now, I have been on that 90 highway. It's been many years since I've been on that highway. And I'm going to tell you guys this. There is no lighting. The only lighting you have is whatever the moon and the stars give you. Outside of that, it's just headlights, and it gets pitch black out there. The 1966 Buick Electra smashed underneath the Johnson trailer, killing Jane, Sam Brody, and Rodney Harrison, leaving the children in the back seat with minimal injuries. One of those children was none other than 3-year-old Mariska Hargitay. Now, there is a documentary with Mariska Hargitay speaking about all this, which is a great documentary. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. I will leave the link to the trailer pinned in the comment section. See, Mariska was only 3 years old when this accident happened. Her first childhood memories is after her mother passed away, so she has no memory of her mother. And it was also, spoiler alert, it was also found out later on in Mariska's life that she was the child that was birthed due to the affair that her mother Jane was having with an Italian stallion who was in the showbiz. Some say she had been cursed, or Brody had been cursed by a satanic curse. Rumor was that she was with this weirdo right here. Now, I don't know if she actually had a relationship with him or they were just friends. So many things are out there. You'll find different reports that no, she was involved with him or they were just buddies. Thing is, he did not get along with the man that she was dating, which was also her divorce lawyer, and that's who she was dating at the time. I don't really care. You guys could look into this guy if you guys want. He's a complete weirdo. He started the Satanic Church. So that is where all that rumor came to be. After this accident, more trailers started putting this guard, which was known as the underride guard, but it wasn't until 1998 that these bars were mandated by the NHTSA to help stop cars from going underneath the trailer, causing these fatalities. Once they became mandated, they were known as the Mansfield Bar, in honor of Jane Mansfield. And there you guys have it. I want to go ahead and say that by no means whatsoever was this a documentary about Jane Mansfield. I left so many details out of this. There are many great documentaries, short form, long form, on YouTube and other streaming platforms that you guys can go check out if you guys are more interested in the life of Jane Mansfield. All I was trying to do was just give you guys a little bit of her history so you know who I'm talking about, why that bar in the back is there, and why it is called the Mansfield Bar. As always, familia, live your life like you're on the road. Be aware of your surroundings and always keep a safe distance. Blood makes you related, but loyalty makes fam. Till next time, this is the Troll Trucker. Over and out.